this will kick off. A-Rab with a very good special teams. Here's the kick. A little onside kick there, but it's fielded very nicely by number 66. His name, Stanley McWhorter, a 190 guard. He played the first half and had his team up 13-0. First play, and we got a penalty, and apparently someone stepped offside or something like this. But as we were saying, Shane Fowler led his team down inside Hartselle territory, inside the 5-yard line in the first half of play 4 times.
I tell you what, that is great.
He got put out in the second, late of the second quarter, and the offense seemed to stop when he was out, but he's back there tonight, so we got A-Rab is up. 5, the ball placed at the Pirate 47-yard line. To the left, number 36, Garrison. In the backfield, it's Green. Behind him, McDonald. Shane Fowler, the quarterback. 1st and 10 from the Pirate 47. It's a fumble on the play, intended to hand off to McDonald. I believe Fowler jumped on it very wisely. Right there was Sanders along with Fawcett and Ray. Good situation, 2nd and 8. The ball placed at the Pirate 49-yard line. Basically the same offensive set this time. To the left, it's Bannister. In the backfield, the same 2 men. Out formation to give to the big tailback brother McDonald, who is stacked up. Maybe a gain of 1. McDonald, number 44, the ball carrier. Tackle made that time by the entire defensive line for the Boaz Pirates, and did a good job. So they got a 3rd and 7 up and coming. Coach Baker's got this team fired up and ready to go because they 3rd and 7.
Bill, we are
1st and 5.
We are in the first quarter with 10:38 remaining so far. Just started.
All right, we got a man to the right this time. He's wide out. Watch him, Garrison, a big play man. I formation, fullback Green dropping back is Fowler, looking for Garrison, intended for him, but right there to knock it away. We got, let's see, all kinds of folks out there.
I tell you what, bringing up a 4th down now, 4th and 6. One of the men blocking Donnie Garrett carried Garrett up into the air, and I think he may have tipped the ball. Garrett was very high in the air.
Absolutely. Scott Golden also getting a hand on that one. So we got a 4th and 7 situation. Indeed, they will punt. Back deep is Davis standing at his own 15-yard line. In to punt appears to be McDonald. Indeed it is. A good spiral punt. This is going to be called for a fair catch, but that was a little sneaky dookie right there. It's going to bounce back for Boaz. Ball at the 30-yard line. So it hit it at 21 and bounced 9 yards in favor of Boaz.
Number 58 fell on at that time. That was Brandon Thomas. So a very heads-up move by the young Knight.
30-second message, and we'll be back.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
First and 10, Boaz from their own 30-yard line in the backfield, split backfield. Davis beside him is Fawcett. Give the Fawcett straight ahead, bulldozing his way for a gain of about 4 yards.
Some of them trying to motion a fumble, Bill, but I don't think so. Some of the Boaz players really on top of it that time. Couldn't tell who was on the tackle. Like we were saying earlier, this Arab team has a full defense and offense except for 2 players that go both ways. That's McDonald, number 44, and the quarterback, Dale Kinney.
Coming in on the field offensively for the Boaz Pirates appears to be Pullen. He's to the left, widespread offense, Boaz Pirates. Willoughby Sanders to the right. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. Scott Wills turns, fakes to Fawcett, pitch to Davis. Davis trying around the right side. He's got a gap. He's at the 45-yard line, pushed out of bounds at about the 46. Call that a gain of about 12.
I believe he'll be knocked out of bounds by number 12, the quarterback, which is playing defense also. That's Kinney on a around-the-end move by Davis.
Our quarterback tonight is Fowler, number 16. That's Fowler. So 2 different players there we're speaking of. Willoughby Sanders to the right in the backfield. Fawcett and Davis. Pitch to Davis, going around the left side. Good block by Sanders. Davis cutting grain. Oh, he fumbled the ball. The ball is loose at the 30-yard line of Arab. Picked up by a defender, number 57, right there to get it. These fans are on their feet for Arab. Chris Sears there with a pickup. Call it a return of about 3 yards.
I guess you could call that a strip, Bill. Davis just running along and a hand coming through and knocking the ball for about a 10-yard in front of him, sort of pass. It looked like a pass, actually, but it was a fumble.
Absolutely. So the Arab Knights have the ball at their own 34-yard line. That drive halted there. Started from the Pirate 30-yard line. That Pirate offense looking good, though. To the left for Arab, featuring Smith. In the backfield, once again, Green. I formation, McDonald the tailback. Fowler the quarterback. Shane turns gift to his big fullback. He's running east and west with about 5 players on top of him. Boaz right there. He's losing about 2 yards.
I tell you what, Bill, I couldn't tell, but I saw Sam Herron, I know, on the tackle, and there's 22, Fawcett coming up. Michael Howard over there. What an effort.
Scott Golden, number 22. Second and a long 11, we'll call it, coming in for Arab. Garrison out. Bannister. Garrison, also the big man we're speaking of as far as wide receiving is concerned. This would certainly be a passing situation. He's lined up to the left. Backfield I formation. Green, McDonald. Turns, gives McDonald. Hit at the line of scrimmage, spins off the would-be tackler. Called it a gain of about 4. Spins down to about the Arab 37.
Jeremy Holland, first man to get a hand on him, and he spun off, and of course the...
And McDonald. Shane Fowler, the quarterback, 3rd and long. He's dropping back to pass, faking to both offensive backs. Hit his man at the sideline, I believe. Is he inbounds? Yes, he is. Completed pass at the Arab 46-yard line. The first down marker is still tall at the 44, 2 yards more than he needed. So 1st and 10, the chains move.
7:23 remaining, Bill. So that quarterback that time really knew where his man was. Caught the ball just in front of the first down marker.
Absolutely. Kinney that time with a little sideline pattern. Sliding catch. Good job. Same offensive set, widespread. I formation in the backfield. 1 man to the left, 1 to the right. Long snap count. Fowler turns, pitches. His would-be runner dropped the football. McDonald, who alertly jumps on it, going to call it a loss of about 6. He's kneeling at his own 40-yard line. First quarter action, 6:56 in the ball game. Long second down, 2nd and 14.
I'll tell you what, they're going to give him a good spot. I thought he was on the 40, but they're going to call it the 41-yard line.
All right. Receiving coach Jemerson's done a lot of hard work this week with those receivers. Offensively, we'll see how that pays off tonight. Of last week, number 12 lined up to the right now. Kinney had 132 yards passing. He's the man with the ball now. Pass reception. Call it a gain of about 6, 2nd and 3rd effort. That time the quarterback Fowler took 1 step back, turned, hit his man, a little look-in pattern, and Kinney advanced for about 4 more yards. Still 3rd and 9 up and coming.
Bill, we didn't really get a chance to tell you what defense Arab was in just moments ago before our fumble, but they're going to be in a 66-man front, so a lot of men for these offensive linemen of Boaz to be blocking, but that time we saw a lot of penetration from our defense, as we have every play so far from the defensive line.
Defensive coach said he wants to get Davis before he can cut the corner and stop anything up the middle. We're in the middle of playing action. Drop down in the backfield as Fallow took a loss back. He dropping back to pass right there with some big men.
There was that proof right there, Bill. Man in the backfield. I couldn't tell. It may have been Michael Ray. I'm not sure. So we'll try to get that in just a moment.
Donnie Garrett back there. Good job from him. 38-yard line. That's the ball of scrimmage. 4th down. Call it 20 yards to go. Certainly a punting situation. Davis and Howard stand at their own 22-yard line awaiting this kick for the Boaz Pirates. 5:21, first quarter action. McDonald, but flags all over the place.
Flags on the play. This could be a call against Arab. I'm going to say they're talking to some of the Boaz captains, so could be too much time.
A week ago, Fred Davis had 20 carries for 158 yards. Michael Howard, 13 carries, 75 yards. Those two young men stand at their own 34-yard line. Indeed, that penalty was called against Arab. Backs him up. 5 more. 4th and 25. The ball placed at the 32-yard line. McDonald with the punt. A good spiral punt. Oh, this is a beauty. Over Davis's head, bounces at the 20-yard line. He fields it off the one hop, looking for some daylight around the left side. Some good high step and running. Look at that. Davis still on his feet. The 30, the 35. That's where the ball lands at the 36-yard line, where Davis is finally brought down.
The old scenario again, Bill. As I was watching Davis break tackles, I also watched a yellow flag.
Let's see what those men in black and white have to say for us now. Boaz, this would be their second offensive drive. Of course, if you just joined us, they had a 3-play drive that started from their own 30-yard line. They'd advanced 23 yards and a fumble. Davis fumbled the ball, which was picked up by Sears, returned to the 33-yard line of Arab, which started their previous drive, the last drive we just witnessed. Confusion out on the field.
I think they're going to be calling against Boaz. Some of the Boaz players already backing up. This could be a clipping call. It's big, 15 yards.
Indeed it is. Proud to bring in this ball game, WBSA Cable South. It's a good one. We got 4:52, first quarter action. Boaz starting from their own 21-yard line. Wide set offensive formation. We got Howard to the left. Let's watch him. Quarterback turns, gives straight ahead. Appears to be Fawcett, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Arab takes over. Oh my goodness. 2 fumbles, 2 drives. Arab this time deep in Pirate territory at the 20-yard line. 4:42. We'll be back after this.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
If your parents and grandparents owned a Ford, odds are they bought theirs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. For over 50 years, Alexander Ford has been known as the Ford store in North Alabama. With some of the same faces you've grown to know and trust, we celebrate our past and are excited about our future. We still do business like we always have without hidden fees and high pressure. You can put your trust in us, just like your parents and grandparents did. Alexander Ford, your family Ford store.
We have everything the big banks have, and I think we have a delivery channel because we have a human element that they might not have that helps us deliver it better than they do.
Fowler's got his team down here where he wants them, inside the 20. Fowler back to pass, looking, he's brought down in the backfield. Michael Ray with the X-ray defense. That signal there, and I tell you what, he was right there all over.
He was all over him, Bill. No offensive blocking going on, or if there was, they were bulldozed. Michael Ray in the backfield deep.
Call it a 10-yard sack, solo sack. Michael Ray coming off the field now. Donald.
Tell you what, not sure that time. Could be too much time or some movement up front.
Flags were thrown, however.
That's right, flags were thrown. Sorry about that.
Arab appears to be backing up. Boy, Arab's had some trouble getting this offense going. Seems like they've been going the wrong way. Thus the ball game thus far.
I think we've got 2 penalties and 2 fumbles for Boaz, and of course about 3 penalties for Arab already in the first quarter with about 4 minutes remaining.
Second down, back it up 5-24. Fowler back to pass, looking to the left, intended for Kenny. The ball wasn't there. Kenny was open, covered by Howard. Right there also Nathan Milam on that corner position. That secondary is looking good tonight, being coached by, of course, Coach Morton, the secondary. Back there we got Howard, Milam, Golden, Davis, a lot of speedsters.
Speaking of the secondary, looks like it's going to be a quite full night for the guys. I mean, that's just like the 3rd or 4th pass this quarter.
Fowler certainly likes to use his arm. Got a man to the right, to the left. Fowler, he's rolling back to pass, being pressured and brought down, led by Golden right there, along with Garrett also helping out.
Some great defensive line play that time from the Boaz Pirates. That's about the 4th sack this game so far. What can you say?
Tell you what, Coach Baker's got this defensive line really keyed up. 4th down. Wow. The first down marker stands tall at the 9-yard line. Arab has the ball at their opponent's, of course, the 44-yard line, so you just judge it for yourself. McDonald into punt on this 4th down situation. Davis calls for a fair catch at his own 15-yard line, and that's where Boaz will take over when we return. We're in Arab, Alabama, and we'll be back. Sanders to the left, it's Howard. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield, split back formation. Scott Wills, Boaz quarterback, turns, hands to Davis. Davis looking right, looking left, being wrapped up in the backfield, twisted around. Certainly the hip could be coming to a factor tonight. He injured his hip, if you missed us earlier, injured his hip Wednesday of this week, and going through some electrical therapy, I guess we could say, on Thursday, which would be yesterday afternoon. So he says he's up to par, though, and ready to go.
I tell you what, could be some up-the-middle plays. This defense lining up with 4 men in the front with a big gap in the middle.
2nd and 11. Same offensive set. Wheels dropping back, looking right, left rather. Howard, the would-be defender, hit Howard in the chest, which draws 2 flags. Definitely pass interference that time, as it appears to be Kenny and Collins. Corey Collins just knew he was beat. Howard definitely outrunning him, and the ball placed it would have been about midfield, but
just off of the fingertips, Bill. It was one of those big gas plays. You saw the whole crowd take a deep breath, both sides.
Collins coming in here, a junior. Knew he was beat, so he tried to push his man out of bounds, but of course in a situation like that, that's what you want to do, because there would have been no one between Howard and the goal line.
That is right, Bill. He had grass to go.
But Scott Wills with a long snap count. Turns. Option play. Pitches to Davis. Davis trying to cut the right corner at the 35-yard line. Hit. Knocked out of bounds at about the 37. Willoughby Sanders to the right. Wheels. Draw play to Davis. Davis maybe a gain of 4. 2nd and long up and coming.
Going to be brought down that time by the linebackers mostly. This offensive line mostly doing the job tonight. Number 59 on the tackle. And that's Chris Kelly.
Kelly, a key asset to this defense. 2nd down. Call it about 17. Same offensive set. Howard to the left. Fawcett, Davis in the backfield. To the right, Sanders and Willoughby. Wheels looking back, looking to Howard. The pass was overthrown. Howard was well covered, I guess we could say. Kenny right there holding him tight. Help out from the linebacker, Chris Sears. So a long third down situation. They've got Sanders and Willoughby lined out way to the right, flooding that zone over there, I guess we could say.
They sure are.
They got something up their sleeve, I think, with that.
I tell you what, they've got so many backs out and so many receivers. Chris Kelly had a beeline for the quarterback on that last play.
Wheels has yet to hardly look at Willoughby and Sanders. Wheels back, pitch to Davis. Maybe should have kept it. Davis being brought down in the backfield. The option that time didn't go for the Pirates. Maybe a loss of 3, fourth down, and we'll call it about 18. The first down marker stands tall at the 41-yard line of Boaz. They have the ball in possession with fourth down at their own 23 as the punting unit comes on the field. 1:18 and counting, first quarter action. Class 5A, 6A matchup. Boaz coming in here undefeated in the county. They win tonight. They're Marshall County champs in 92. Sanders with a good punt, end over end. Kenny watches it down at his own 48-yard line. A good Pirate roll rolling down inside to about the 36 where Arab will take over when we come back. Join us then. 30 seconds. I formation. They like that I formation. Green and McDonald. 2 men to the right. Fowler. Draw play to McDonald. McDonald with the tailback. Held down at about the 42-yard line. Met their head-to-head with Fawcett and Golden along with Howard. Call that a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 up and coming. Arab with the ball at their own 42-yard line.
23 seconds remaining in the half, so we're going to be swapping sides in just a few moments. They could get another play off.
All right. Let's see if they elect to do so. To the right, number 18, Williams. Man to the left is Kenny in the backfield. Green and McDonald, 42-yard line, the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 4, the play gets off. Dropping back, he's got his man on the slant. Completed, he's at the 30, the 20. One man to beat, nothing doing, 10-5, touchdown. Arab. Number 38, Ben Elrod. Call that a 63-yard touchdown reception. Well-executed offensive play from Fowler to Elrod. Just took a little slant. Is Brian Privet. He's a sophomore. A young man who's had some trouble all throughout the year.
Block, Bill, block.
Davis comes up with his 2nd block of the year. What about that?
I tell you what, right on top of it, nothing doing that time. He doesn't just get a piece of it. He got the whole ball.
You got that right. Stuffed it back down his throat. 0. Second quarter action in just a moment. The second quarter, it's underway. A line drive kick by McDonald, fielded by Davis at his own 5-yard line. Davis to the 10, the 15, 20. Good blocking. He's down at the 30-yard line. Call that a 25-yard return, possibly 26. Boaz will take over. Second quarter action.
11:55 to go here in the first play of the second quarter. As we went out of the first quarter.
First play here, line of scrimmage, Davis, rather Milam with a first down and a little bit more. Call it a gain of 12. Milam that time took it straight up the middle. He's in for Davis now. Davis getting a breather. So good job by Milam. I guess we could say he's averaging 11 yards per carry thus far the game. His first carry.
So. All right, they were expecting Davis, I'm pretty sure, but nothing doing. I think that's the kind of the offense we need to do tonight on this defense because these guys are fresh. They don't play offense that much.
Of course, Milam, he's a key asset in the secondary, that corner position. Davis out with a breather to the left, featuring Sanders and Willoughby to the right. Pulling in the backfield, Milam beside Fawcett. First down, ball at the 42-yard line, Pirate territory. They're on the move, heading from our right to our left. Scott Wheels turns, fakes to Davis, elects to keep it himself, doesn't. Pitch brought down, call it maybe a loss of a yard. Brought down at about the 41-yard line.
This is a seesaw ball game right now, Bill, just back and forth. A couple of series where we had to punt, but just by a good play, the touchdown a while ago that we saw, it could have been the other way. So, this offense is going to have to really generate.
Boaz, this is their third drive. Their previous two, they have fumbled to end that drive. Davis this time electing to go around the left side, needing to cut the corner. Can't quite do it. Ball down at about the 46-yard line. He put his head and bailed right into number 14. Took him for a ride, Corey Collins. So good job there. Call it a gain of about 4. We got 3rd and 7. Ball at the 45-yard line. Pirate territory with 10:22 second quarter action. Scott Wills getting that play from the sideline. Trainer Coach King, a very good one on the sideline, ready if anyone were to get injured tonight. Got to take your hat off to him. Boy, he knows his stuff. Talked to him yesterday, and like I said, mentioned earlier, put me on that electronic deal and made you flex all over. He's something else. He knows it all. Got Howard to the left in the backfield. Davis in motion. Fawcett remaining in the backfield. Sanders, Willoughby to the right along with Davis. Scott Wills looking, hit Willoughby in a little slant pattern, completed a first down, close to the first down in Arab territory, down at about the 47-yard line. Let's see where the official spotted. The first down marker stands tall at the 48.
Looks like they're not going to give it the Boaz spot. Heads up play that time. I think we're going to see they are first down. They're moving the chain, so we did get a first down with 9:43 in the second quarter.
Have to bear with us. Really hard to see the clock from here. Really hard. Got pulling to the left, to the right. It's Sanders and Willoughby in the backfield. Of course, Davis and Fawcett. Scott Wills turns, gives to Fawcett. Fawcett's head of steam, breaking off tacklers like bumper poo. Down at the 40, he's breaking loose at the 30-yard line. Caught the 25, down at the 5-yard line. Down inside the 10 as Fawcett bouncing off would-be tacklers all over the place. He broke 3 tackles.
I tell you what, he broke those tackles and he carried Chris Sears 5 yards.
My goodness. That ball appeared to be stopped for maybe a 3-yard gain. Fawcett tucked it under, hit some folks. He's got it down at the 5-yard line. 9:14, Boaz, first and goal from the 5-yard line. Fawcett at that time with a fine offensive play.
There's a difference in 6 and 9.
Call that about a 50-yard run there. Wingback position is Sanders. We've seen this formation a lot last week in the backfield. Davis and Fawcett. Give to Davis, who's going to try to run the left side, but stacked up there, maybe a gain of 2.
Looks like Wills could have maybe kept it that time if he had an open left side, left end.
Definitely pulling with the wingback position. Turns, gives to Davis, same play, and same thing happens. Stacked up, maybe a gain of 1.
I tell you what, they were heads up that time. The defense, it's really hard to see from here at this angle, but Arab's defense, they're looking for 26 on the field.
That's right. Got keying in on Davis. Down here close to the goal line, it's touchdowns. Bill Dixon with some field goal. He's got a lot of points, 7 on the season. Bo Dixon was down 2 weeks ago. Sanders with 1 touchdown. First and goal, 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Davis in the backfield beside him is Davis. Fawcett beside Davis, streaking through, give him 6 big ones. Plunges it in from the 1-yard line.
We really need to convert here on this point after attempt by Dixon to bring the lead to Boaz.
Absolutely. These PAT comes in vital, necessary as far as these close games are concerned. 8:07. No good. To the left. Score tied up 6-all in Arab, Alabama.
Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this Community Channel broadcast.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Homecoming 1992 in Arab, Alabama. Boaz down here hoping to spoil all the parties planned afterwards. They want to take a victory tonight would, of course, wrap up this Marshall County deal. They'd be the county champs. It's been 81, I believe, since that's happened. Davis set to kick. Back deep, of course, is Kenny. Alongside him is Garrison. Also Ledbetter out there. Going to kick it toward Ledbetter, but it's over his head. Kenny fields it at his own 3-yard line. Kenny out to the 10, the 20. Brought down at about the 22 by a host of Boaz Pirates. Led by?
All right, that time I believe our man in progress.
4 yards per game. Arab having problems moving the ball thus far tonight, with the exception of one play. Kenny to the right. Man in the backfield, McDonald. He's going to try to run the left side. Brought down at about the 21.
I believe it's an 80 number, 82. That'll be Jason Sanders coming from his defensive position around the end to really, he didn't get maybe 2 yards on the play, if that much.
Golden also penetrating, helping out.
Matter of fact, it's a loss, Bill. It's 2nd and 11.
Absolutely. Ball placed at the 21-yard line. To the right, it's Williams. To the left, of course, the big play man there, Garrison in the backfield. Those same 2 men appears to be Green and McDonald. A long snap count here. Quarterback turns, gives to Williams. McDonald, who fumbles the ball, drops it, tried to pick it up and run it, but Boaz jumps on it. He tried to pick up the ball and advance it instead of just jumping on it and cradling it like they're taught to jump and roll, but nothing doing. Boaz takes over deep in Arab territory at about the 15-yard line.
I tell you, that's about the 4th turnover this game as far as totals for both sides.
So Boaz turns it over at their own 20. Now Arab turns it over at their own 15. 6:45, second quarter action. I guess you could say they just owed us one. Sanders, wingback formation. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. Turn, Davis looking around the right side, heading toward the corner, inside the 10, down inside the 5, out of bounds at about the 4-yard line with flags on the play.
4 flags, Bill. I'll tell you what, this is going to be about between 5 and 10 tonight.
He's got 1 passing touchdown, a total of 155 yards passing on the year. Then you look at Morton, 13 attempts, 7 completions, 119 yards passing on the season, with 1 passing touchdown as well. It's going to back it up. The ball placed at the 26-yard line. That's a big one. 1st and 20 from the 26. Still that tight formation. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield, pulling the wing back. Fake to Davis. Scott Wills rolling to his left, looking, throwing, intended for number 85. The ball just wasn't there. Brooks, the intended receiver.
Wills being chased heavily that time by Chris Sears, number 58. Also, number 57, or 58, Brandon Thomas, and Chris Sears, 57, heavy on the quarterback pressure.
Second down and long once again. 2nd and 20. Let's see what goes here in the backfield. That same split back formation, Davis and Fawcett. Wills fake to Fawcett, looking across the middle. The pass wasn't there. Man was open. That would have been Morton.
Young Morton just couldn't connect on it that time. I tell you what, Ryan Morton, he's coming in as a sophomore, so this young man still got 2 years to go, along with some more Boaz Pirates that are playing as starting men.
I feel like he's getting held.
Boaz lines up, officials now saying play game, play ball. We got Fawcett in the backfield beside Davis. To the right, it's Willoughby. Pitch to Davis. Looked like a halfback pass intended, but Davis throwing in his backfield. Down finally for a loss at about his own 26-yard line.
Davis had a lot of second effort. He kept trying to break tackles. Finally brought down, and he stretched just as far as he could to get more yards.
Appeared to be possibly a halfback pass as Davis seemed to be gandering toward the 29-yard line, which is the Arab Knights. From here, this would be about a 48-yard field goal, so definitely out of Dixon or Davis's range. Howard to the left, back to pass, Wheels. He likes Howard, lofting him out there to the left. Almost intercepted, almost recepted. Both men are laying in the end zone. So a big play there as Boaz turns the ball over on 4th down. Arab now with the ball, of course, at their own 29-yard line. So that fumble didn't cost them nothing, you know. They went backwards, started at their own 15.
It really didn't, Bill.
Arab's 15, rather.
That's right. Bill, Arab coming into the game tonight, 2-3 on the year. So possibly if they have a victory, which we don't actually want being from Boaz, but they'll be even, 3-3.
New tailback in the game appears to be Smith, replacing McDonald. Kinney to the right, Garrison to the left. Smith, the ball carrier. Rather, that's Bobby Smith once again. He is a sophomore coming in, weighing 185 pounds for these Arabian Knights. 5:03, second quarter action. Coach Leal talked to him yesterday. He said, the thing that's killing us, he said, we get down there and we come up empty-handed, don't get nothing. Inside the 20, we're having problems this year, and definitely the Class Act situation right then we just witnessed.
Penalties are really hurting, too. I guess Coach Leal would agree with that. Some big yardage given up on penalties.
2 weeks ago, total penalties 97 yards. 1 week ago, about 53. Man in motion is Smith. Long snap count from Fowler. Turns, gives to Smith, the tailback. Maybe a gain of 1. Ball will be placed at about the 36-yard line. First down marker standing tall at approximately the 40. So this is a third down situation. Call it third and a long 3. 4:19. We're tied at 6. Arab, Alabama.
We got 4:13 remaining in the half, Bill. Our score tied 6-6, as you were saying. Both of these teams, Arab having a blocked PAT and Boaz wide left.
Big play here, possibly passing situation. Is Fowler dropping back, fakes to his tailback, looking left. Kinney with a great reception at midfield. Call it at the Pirate 49-yard line, stretching with everything he had. Davis, the covering on the play, had pretty good coverage, but Kinney just leaping. He's a senior weighing 165 pounds. Boaz, as far as the season is concerned, on the sacks, they've got 10 sacks on the year with a total loss of 47 yards in the negative. This defensive line has been credited to, which is coached, of course, by Coach Baker. First and 10. Smith tried to hit his man, but the pass is incomplete, intended for Williams, who stepped about 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage and stopped, but the ball wasn't there.
Tell you what, a pass attack by the Arab Knights. As we were saying earlier, the secondary really going to have to be on their toes tonight. Well, so far we've saw more passes than we've saw runs, are right at even.
All right, of course, this would, Arab coach is hoping this will wear out Davis along with Howard, a lot of men back there in the secondary, as well as Willoughby and Sanders. These men go both ways now, so they're on the field all the time. 2 men wide out to the right, I formation in the backfield. Quarterback Fowler turns, fakes to Smith. Fowler being pressured by Ray, almost got him, but instead his teammates get him. 4 Pirates all down there. We got Golden, let's count them as they get up. There's Sam and Garrett. All the game.
I tell you, Bill, earlier in the year we were talking about the defense Boaz was running that was the first defense of college type that high school teams had run. And watching Donnie Garrett that time, he looked like a Bennett or a Thomas for the Alabama teams a couple of years ago.
Good job. 1 man to the left, 1 to the right. It's Kenny. Fowler looking toward Kenny. He's a man coverage with Davis. Kenny having problems in the backfield, rolling at his own 35-yard line, being nailed at about the 37 by Sanders, who come from that secondary position. Good job there.
Sanders really popped in that time. He had 2 guys from Boaz, the defense, chasing him, and I don't think he was looking for Sanders, but Sanders found him.
Definitely he was looking for Kenny, but Davis, man-to-man coverage, they think that no one can handle this kid. Once again, his name, number 12, Dale Kenny, the senior, but Davis was right there with him. So nothing doing. Arab into punt now, punting from their own 25-yard line. McDonald with yet another great punt, spiral kick. Fair catch called by Howard. He catches it at his own 13-yard line. Call it 14. We're in Arab, Alabama, and we'll be back. Starts deep in their own territory this time. This the worst field position of the night. They've got 204 to work with, approximately 85 yards away from the end zone. Fake to Fawcett, give to Scott Williams. Scott Williams, the quarterback.
.143 remaining here in the first half of play with 2nd and 10. Boaz on about the 15-yard line. Justin Childers over at center. Wills at quarterback. 2 in the backfield. Split backs. 2 wideouts to the left. Boaz back. A handoff to Fred Davis right up the middle, just digging for yardage, and in and out, tackled by one of the big defensive linemen, number 52. And we'll say that'll be number 52, Ronnie Allen, on the play. So they're back up, all guys up.
It is timeout on the field. 3-2 Pirate team, hoping to return 4-2 with county championship of Marshall County.
On the line.
Absolutely. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. Give to Davis. He's rolling to his right sideline. Trying to cut the corner. Cuts it a little bit. Down out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. So that's going to be close up to the first down. Call that the 24-yard line, rather. They've got the marker wrong. The marker says 30, and it's at the 25-yard line. So that was the, if you notice there.
Bill, I thought we might see
Sanders standing at his own 8-yard line. Back deep is Kenny, the speedster, at his own 45 for the Arab Knights. Ball bounces at the Arab 49, then at the 40. Good Pirate roll down to about the 22-yard line. Sanders averaging tonight about 31 yards per punt. He got a lot more out of that one. Kicked it from his own 8. Arab takes over at their own 32 with 1:02 to work with. Second quarter action. Don't go away. Here we go. Got 2 men to the left. Split back formation. It's time to give to number 25. He's got some speed looking to the left. New offensive set. Call it a gain of 12 out of the bounds at about the 44-yard line. That ball carrier that time was Chris Green. We was told he would be coming in weighing 160 pounds. He's a fullback. Gain of 12.
Secondary player Michael Howard driving him out of bounds.
First time we've not seen the I formation for this Arab offense. This coach thinks it's not working. They've got it again. Split back formation. 2 men to the right. Fowler turns, sweeping to the right this time. The same man. hit initially by Sanders. Green, the ball carrier. Call that a gain of about 5 yards.
Arab timeout. One of the players called timeout. The man that had the ball, a matter of fact, after he was tackled by Michael Howard again, I guess an assist you could call for Howard.
Couldn't get out of bounds, so the clock continued to roll, so he had nothing else to do but stop the clock with 30 seconds. They've got the ball in Pirate territory at the 48-yard line. We all know that Shane Fallard, quarterback for these Arab Knights, has got the arm definitely to put it in possibly from the 40. I'm not sure from here.
Bill, let's look for number 7 for the Knights. That's Privet. His name's Brian Privet, and he is the kicker, the PAT and field goal man.
And he's also a sophomore, so got a lot of years ahead of him. It's kind of green behind the ears from what we hear, but 30 seconds, we got us tie a game here, 6 apiece. 2nd and 4 up and coming. Davis returns to the game along with Wildry. John. I formation. One man to the left, one to the right offensively for Arab. Fowler looking right, now looking left. Nobody there. The closest man defending was Howard.
Howard stretching out far that time, trying to come up with the interception, but just a little too much for him.
Pass intended for Bannister, the senior. Got 3rd and 4. Howard basically man-to-man on that coverage, but had his man covered pretty tightly. 25 seconds, so 5 seconds counted off the clock. I don't think we'll see much up the middle. Seems like Arab's wanting to get at least 3 out of this. Split back formation once again.
You see
problems with the snap, but
I think we saw the center that time snap it before the count actually was called. So back Arab up 5 yards with 24 seconds remaining, so this puts them out of field goal range totally.
Oh, absolutely. From here, we could call it about a 70-yarder. I don't think that sophomore's got that kind of leg on him. 24 seconds, 3rd and 9. So they might elect to just call it halftime here. We'll see. Split back formation, 2 men to the left. Men in motion. Bannister. He's looking to Bannister, being pressured out. Fawcett jerking on his jersey. Brought him down initially, and Garrett right there to help out. So a big sack as we end the first half with 10 seconds.
Tell you what, a note of trivia here and interest. Arab been playing football, Bill, for 70 years at homecoming tonight, celebrating a 70-year tradition.
Tied up at 6 here with McDonald to punt at his own 23-yard line. No man back deep. They're coming after it. It's a bad snap. What's McDonald going to do with it? He's on his own 15-yard line, rolling to the left side. Finally pushed out of bounds. He was trying to run out the clock. You got to believe he's out of bounds at about the 38. We've got 0 seconds on the clock, so heads-up play by McDonald as he trying to use up that clock running from east and west. Got a score tied at 6 here, halftime.
Mistakes. What can you get out of them? A long run sometimes, but nothing.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Guntersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
This is Julie Battles for Twilight Monument Company. It's hard to lose someone you love, and at Twilight Monument Company, they want to help give your loved one a nice memorial that you can enjoy for generations. Come see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company, 256-593-7792.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items. Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
For over 50 years, the team of former Wildcats and lawyers at Beard & Beard have been proud supporters of the sports and academics of the Guntersville City Schools. We wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage fans to support their teams.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company.
Boaz with 1 touchdown, Arab with none, but they scored on the last play of the first quarter. It's Howard. The kick is to Howard. Howard's looking to the left, down on his knees at about the 14-yard line, where Boaz will take over deep in their own territory. That would be the worst field position thus far tonight, starting off this third quarter.
It sure would. Howard losing his footing and falling to his knees as Arab now had a beeline toward Howard.
Halftime stats, Boaz, of course, with 5 first down, Arab with 3. Rushing yards, Boaz 19 rushing attempts, total of 109 yards, first and second quarter. Arab, here's the big numbers. Arab with 18 rushing attempts, a minus of 32 yards. What about that Coach Baker defensive line? Minus 32.
What, that is fantastic. A big holy cow, Bill. I tell you.
My goodness. Boaz with a tight set offensively. They've got Sanders wingback position. Fawcett, Davis in the backfield. Turns, gives to Davis. Davis looking right. He's looking right. Avoids a would-be tackler down at about the 27-yard line where he was brought down.
Bill, I think I'll notice a defensive change for Arab. They have a nose guard, a 5-man front now, or down man, 5 down men.
Call that a gain of 2 with 89, and that coming off one big play. Most of that, about 63-yard reception there. So just one play, and we got a perfect defensive ball game for the Pirates. Davis takes the ball straight up the middle, down the left side. He's breaking. He's open down the right sideline. He's at the 50-yard line. Finally being brought down at the 40 by number 12, Dale Kenny, and it did look like he was gone, but nothing doing. Kenny with some speed, showing it there.
Spoke too soon that time. Davis barely caught by Kenny on a fantastic run from off right side tackle. The defense was nowhere to be seen until Kenny saved the day.
Call that a 46-yard sprint down the right sideline. Davis the ball carrier, 11 minutes, third quarter action. Tie ball game at 6 apiece. Boaz on the move. Sanders wingback position. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. First and 10 from the Arab 41-yard line. Wheels turns, gives to Fawcett. Fawcett being wrestled down, maybe a gain of 1. About 3 men making the tackle along that left defensive front as we have a 2nd and 9 up and coming. Passing, Scott Wills has dropped back 5 times thus far tonight. He's completed 1 and no interceptions. As far as Shane Fowler concerned for the Arab Knights, he's dropped back 8 times, 8 passing attempts, 4 completions with no interceptions. Of course, both teams have had 2 fumbles. And total yards offensively, first half action, Boaz 116 yards, Arab with 57 yards. Back is Wheels. Scott Wheels gives to Davis. Davis cutting his grain. Lost the football. Did a Pirate get on the bottom? The stack up is at about the 33-yard line.
Couldn't tell that time, so much commotion on the field, so going to be a referee decision. One of the referees, matter of fact, down, and he seems to be hurt. He is. And Arab coming up with the ball, and once again we have an official on the field that not got up yet, so we're checking on those guys.
Definitely we can call this an official timeout. They take a timeout, we'll do the same. We're an Arab.
Hey, Coach. They jumped to a 5 right there.
Courtesy of Terry Morrow. Congratulations on that effort. 2 men to the right, give straight ahead. This man is being wrestled down. The ball carrier, of course, we're talking about is Chris Green, the starting fullback tonight. Call it a gain of about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 up and coming.
Noted some of the Boaz coaches here beside us. Coach Nose talking that they are in a 5-man defensive front with a nose guard, so adjusting the offensive line and the quarterback going to have to, adjust to that situation.
9-17, third quarter action. Tie ball game. Boaz 6, Arab 6. Man to the left, 1 man to the right. I formation, the backfield featuring Green, fullback, McDonald, the tailback. Shane Fowler with a long snap count. Gives straight ahead to his fullback, number 25, Green. Straight ahead, and not much there. No gain, no loss, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Big defensive surge that time led by Mr. Creel, the man we've been missing for the past 3 weeks. He's back in there and healthy.
You can tell it too, Bill. Certainly he has been an aspect of this ball game that's been certainly missed for 3 weeks. His injury, he's in playing condition now, so that's a good sign.
Back here featuring number 12 back in the ball game, Dale Kenny. He's lined out to the right. And also Bannister, 2 big men plays to the right. And that's where Fowler's looking. Intended for Kenny, caught at the Pirate 49-yard line. Coverage by Davis right there on top of him as well. Michael Howard, first down and a little bit more. Arab in Pirate territory.
8:21 remaining, and Bill, I thought I saw or heard actually a Pirate defender tip the ball, and it sounded somewhat like it, but nevertheless the ball a line drive into the numbers of the Arab offensive man.
All right, some good hearing there, Nathan. Off formation, man to the left is Bannister. To the right appears to be Williams. Fake to his fullback, pitch to his tailback, 32, trying to cut the corner, and indeed he does. Pushed out of bounds, I believe, at about the 43-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. That ball carrier, Bobby Smith, the 10th grader. That's sophomore, is having a big game tonight, and they look to use him for the next 2 years a lot.
Bill, looks like there may be some scuffling going on here on the field in this heated tie so far. If you've just joined us, our score is 6-6. So we've got a game. I hate to see a tie. I don't know about you, but it makes my nerves on edge.
2nd and 2. To the left, wide receiver Darrell Arrington. He's a senior. To the right appears to be Bobby Smith.
Have an official timeout, Bill.
As mentioned earlier, the big factor for tonight thus far, Boaz defense with 5 sacks. That's right. Fowler has been brought down 5 different times. Now coming in to tonight, let's see, we'll get that into you in just a moment. The total sacks. Give to the fullback, number 32, who has had his legs chopped out from under him, Bobby Smith. Once again on the carry.
I think we can see some of the depth here in the third quarter as far as the Arab has. Being a 6A school, they've dressed out more players than Boaz, and they seem to be a little fresher.
Absolutely. Of course, they missing out 59 opposed to Boaz's 38. On the season, we have totaled of 10 sacks in the past 5 ball games. This ball game alone, we've had 6 already. This one's going to be close. The chain gang out on the field. You call it, Nathan.
Oh, Bill, just by inches do they need to move the ball for a first down.
So a third down situation definitely up and coming. Fred Davis on the night thus far, 13 carries, 53 yards. He's on the pace, of course, for a 100-plus yard game. On the season, as mentioned earlier, Davis, of course, adding tonight well over 600, approximately 625 yards here in 1992. Fawcett including tonight. This has been thus definitely his biggest game. Close to 100 yards on the season. Howard close to 200 yards on the season. That's offensively for the Pirates, of course, as flags fly all over the place. The ball stands and sits at the Pirate 39-yard line with about 2 inches to go for the first down. Let's see what happens here.
I think they're going to call it against Boaz, Bill. Some of the Boaz players insinuating that Arab lined up offside, and some saying that Boaz lined up offsides, and they are going to mark it against Boaz.
So that's going to give them the first down. Good field position at the 34-yard line as Arab is on the move. 7:24, third quarter action. See what this offensive set features. Back in the backfield, Smith, he's been back there a lot replacing McDonald. Green remains in fullback position, a man to the left and to the right. Wide receivers give straight ahead, fake straight ahead. It's a quarterback keeper. Fowler with a great keep down inside and 20, down finally brought to the 10-yard line as he rolled his fullback from the line of scrimmage. A lot of folks thought he had it, but Fowler with a keeper around the left side took it down inside the 10, close to the 9-yard line. Let's see where the officials spot it. Definitely appears to be Williams. I formation. Oh, a misplay by that time. He expected a man to his left as Fowler just turns and took the loss, maybe a loss of one. Just tried to spin back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, nevertheless.
With about 6:36 remaining in this third quarter. Play a tied ball game now, but Arab threatening, Bill. Let's see, I think Boaz will be able to stop them, but what kind of, three-point man do they have?
He needs experience, that's what they've said. They're trying to punch it in from here, though. Second down, it's intercepted by Sanders. Jason Sanders, the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Not sure who got the hand on it, but Sanders recovers it. It's brought down at the Pirate 8-yard line, so Boaz dodges a bullet there.
Fantastic play. What a sigh of relief that time that we heard all across the Boaz stands as Sanders comes up with a interception, and rather than risking it, seems like he just held on to
Davis and Fawcett in the backfield, wing back position. Sanders, a fumble on the play, but Scott Wills alertly jumps on the ball, maybe a loss of a yard. And let's see, we've got 5:51 third quarter action.
Well, let's take this opportunity here during the ball game. As far as our Cable South viewers on Tuesday night, we'd like to make a kind of an apology as far as our cameraman is concerned. He would like for us to mention this. Philip Harrison having some problems down on the bleachers where he's set up with his camera, and there's going to be a lot of shakes in the game tonight, so there's nothing that he can actually do about it. So we'd just like to make that note to the public.
A lot of rude fans, so to speak, huh? Second down inside the 10-yard line. Boaz deep, pinned, close, their backs to their own goal line, which they defend, and flags laying at the 12-yard line. Definitely this one called against the Boaz Pirates. Going to back them deep inside their own 5. Depending on the call, could be half the distance, but it appears to be a 5-yard penalty.
We really need to get this out of the holes if they ever do have to punt on this drive. It's going to give Arab some great field advantage.
But for now, we got second down and 14. Boaz pinned to their own end zone at their own 3-yard line, 97 yards away from the end zone as they are going from our right to our left. 5:10 third quarter action, tie ball game, 6 apiece. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield, in the end zone. Sanders to the right, and flags called once again as appears to be against the Pirates. Of course, this would mark it halfway from the 3-yard line. A guesstimation there would put it at the 1.5, and still a second down situation. So Boaz offense traveling backwards off the interception, which helped out by Sanders with some man with a big tip. Back picked up Penn at their own 1.5. Fawcett and Davis. Scott Wills rolling to his right. Keeper finds some green grass right down the middle of the field, out past the 10-yard line, call it out to about the 12, where Boaz close. The first down marker stands tall, of course, at the 18, so he's out of the hole now. Good job by Scott Wills as he read that defense.
Pretty much called it like he saw it, and using bread and butter, audible that time. I think he did, and so it's good to be able to read a defense like that in cases where you need to call an audible, throw a pass, just change up.
Absolutely. Quarterback keeper, successful that time, 3rd and 5. He's got his team in a situation that they like to be in. Wheels dropping back. He's going to keep it this time, but not this time. Nothing doing. Maybe a gain of 1, brought down at his own 14-yard line. As far as on the season is concerned, Scott Wheels, once again, the 3rd leading rusher for this Pirate offense. He's got 140 yards on the season. Needed 5 there and couldn't quite get it. 4th and 4 as Sanders will punt from his own goal line. Back deep will be number 12, Dale Kinney, the fastest man on this Arab team. It's a bad snap, but he'll only picks it up. It's blocked. The ball is bouncing at the 10-yard line, out of bounds at about the 14, where Arab will take over. So that apparently was a bad snap there. And you hate to say a center's name, but they always seem to get the raw end of the stick. They get the name mentioned when it's a bad snap. But, you know, he's come in and out of this game so many times, but that ball just hit the turf. Sanders did what he could, tried to get off a decent punt, but couldn't get it out, didn't really get it right. Would have been returning a punt, but instead he's in there receiving as quarterback turns. To number 32, he's looking to the left side, trying for the corner, but he doesn't get it. Pushed out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Good coverage that time as Davis using some speed.
Some hard defensive pursuit that time from the defense of Howard and Davis. Had a man in the backfield putting pressure on the quarterback as he rolled to his far left.
All right, that ball carrier appeared to be Bobby Smith. That's the sophomore, and he's got some speed on him. Tried to cut the corner, but nothing doing that time. Gain 5, however, 2nd and 5. The ball placed at the 9-yard line of Boaz. First down marker stands tall at the 4-yard line. Arab in all blue. Blue helmets, blue jerseys, blue pants on, and they're traveling from our left to our right. Way out there to the right. Let's watch Williams. In the backfield, a 3-man set. Give to 32. Smith, the same ball carrier, once again. He is nailed. Bobby Smith really hit hard. Get that number, Nathan. Was that Sanders?
Could have been Sanders, 82. I see him getting up like he's kind of groggled himself, so he takes a little of the payment there as far as his hitting is concerned, but what a hit it was.
Indeed. That ought to be on the highlights film at the end of the season. We got a 3rd down situation, 3rd and 1. The ball placed at the Pirate 5-yard line. Coming off the field now is Williams, being replaced by Hutchinson. And they're going to get the chain gang out there to mark it and see if this indeed is a first down. It appears to be short from this angle. Very hard to tell, though. Looks like another 2-inch case. Situations like this, you want to inflate the ball just a little bit more, you know?
Put a little air in it, make it longer. Maybe squeeze it in the middle where the ends will pooch out.
You heard that right here first. Coach Baker's got that defensive line set to go on this 3rd and 2-inch situation. Ball just barely inside their opponent 5-yard line. Boaz pinned, their backs to the wall. Nowhere to go but forward. Man straight ahead, but nothing doing. Maybe a loss on the carry.
Heads up move by Donnie Garrett coming in from defensive end position. That's coming straight through right down the back end of the offensive line and picking up the tackle.
Let's see. Appears to be a first down, however, so he got a good spot out of that one. 1st and goal to go. The ball placed just inside the 5-yard line. They got 4 plays to snap it in and punch it in from here. Tie ball game thus far 6-6 with 2:33 3rd quarter action. Let's watch Kinney. He's to the left. Dale Kinney had a big reception last week. Took off 120 yards plus receiving in. The pitch to Smith. The sophomore trying around the right side. Can he get to the corner? Official in the way. But nothing doing. He's at the 1-yard line. So a lot of action going on.
So there went another official down on that time. They're getting kicked around just as much as the players. but they're going to mark it on the 1 foot yard line.
All right. They're going to say he stepped out. His knee was out of bounds at the 1 yard line, and they've got 3 plays from here, counting 4th down, 2nd down, and goal to goal from the 1 yard line. Kenny, he's to the left, 3 men in the backfield, featuring McDonald, Green, and Smith. Power eyes. Smith over the top. Does he get it? Give him 6. Joyous sound of fans exalting their team all throughout the stadium.
Bill, I don't think you'll hear either one of us actually saying that was a touchdown. That was one of those Superman moves. He went flying over the middle, and you can't tell from up here whether he crossed the goal line or not. You just have to take the official's word for it.
Okay, a strange PAT attempt, but they're going to come up and line up on the ball.
Bill, they call that the swinging gate.
Absolutely. And in to attempt this extra point, which was blocked last time by Davis. He's coming from the left side. Can he get it? Oh, just through his hands. He nailed that one. Davis had the angle on it, but just
Supreme Courts is your ultimate local indoor facility for competition youth sports, training, and recreation activities. Home to Impact Basketball and Volleyball. Give Jonathan Hyde a call at 256-527-1051. RE/MAX Heritage in Arab is a proud supporter of the Arab City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Knights throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Heritage in Arab, 256-586-4410. Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of our community and our local schools, academics, and athletics. Best of luck to all our local teams throughout the season. Our mission at Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative is to provide the most reliable electrical service at the lowest possible rate. We strive to achieve our mission with quality and reliable service and a commitment to our consumer needs. We want to be a beacon in each community that we serve.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Marshall County on the line. A line drive kick. Davis watches this one bounce at the 5 yard line and bounces out of the back of the end zone. So Boaz will have it. No return this time. As far as the returning is concerned, Davis has 110 yards on the return. 36 yards average. That's a very, very impressive average for Fred Davis. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Boaz with the ball. Their second offensive drive up and coming right now. Davis Fawcett in the backfield. Fumble on the play, but maybe a gain of 1 as Wills dove for the ball. So we've seen that about 4 times tonight, Nathan. You got to know they're having some problems with as far as the centering is concerned. Bad snap, of course, back there, which caused that blocked punt just moments ago. We've had about 3 or 4 situations where the ball was just laid on the turf and Wills had to manhandle it and cradle it. But back in the game now, Howard, he's to the right. Watch him. Sanders, Willoughby to the left. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. Scott Wills, long snap count, turns, pitches to Davis. Davis looking around the left side. Tries to cut it back up the middle. Call it out about the 24-yard line. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 up and coming. 3rd and 6, rather. I'm sorry.
That's right. 3rd and 6 coming up. Passing situation, short passing situation from this offense. The defensive pursuit that time to the full, to the left side of the field, and they're really reading a lot of Boaz's plays, and it seems like Boaz needs to just break one or get it in a different motion and get some yards.
1 minute, 17 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter of play. Got Sanders and Willoughby to the right. Howard to the left. Davis Fawcett in the backfield. Such a loud crowd here as Scott Wills drops back. His man was open. Willoughby was the intended receiver. Good defensive play right there was Smith. Would have been possibly a first down. That brings up the punting unit as 4th and 6 still remains on the board with the ball at the Pirate 24-yard line. So Boaz really struggling this second half on offense. And that defense for Arab seems to be paying off.
45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So Arab leading 13-6 with that on the clock. Fourth quarter coming up.
Good snap this time as Sanders boots a high one. It's going to bounce at about the 50-yard line. And 47 is where Arab will have it when we return. Don't go away.
Hey folks, Mark Brickey, Sand Mountain Toyota. There's a lot to consider when buying a truck. Towing capacity, cab space, gas mileage, resale value. When you're talking with your salesman, is he willing to sit behind the wheel of the same kind of truck he claims to stand behind? Here at Sand Mountain Toyota, we buy what we sell. Not only do we stand behind our trucks, we put our own money and trust in Toyota trucks, just like you. Come by and check out our huge selection of popular Toyota trucks. Sand Mountain Toyota, we're more than a dealership.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service has been the place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. Our family takes pride in carrying on the tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose the people you can trust. With 10 locations to serve you, including Albertville and Gunnersville, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Some days, you've got big things to care about. Like that. And that. Luckily, the Whirlpool Smart Range automatically updates itself with features like Air Fry. So you can worry less about keeping up with the latest tech and care more about keeping up with the latest trends. Say cheese. Everyday care, Whirlpool.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Fowler's looking to his left, looking to his right, being hard to tackle. Finally brought down at about the 38-yard line and called out a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 up and coming.
Some skirmishes on the field after that play, but everything getting under control as they mark the ball right at about the 37-yard line, right at that.
7 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Arab up by 7 on the move in Pirate territory at the 37. All right, they let the clock run out. Third quarter's officially over. We've got a good one coming up here. On top of Boaz right now. We'll be back. Nathan. And apparently Arab wants a timeout right off the bat. So Arrington to the left. It's Bannister. In the backfield is Green. and also Smith. Give to Green straight ahead. Good head up running right there as he just buried that head and took off. Bullet down to the 31.
That's directly up the middle that time and brought down by some of our defensive linemen. I believe Michael Ray and our linebackers Fawcett on the play.
First down carry and a little bit more as the big man Kenny comes on the field, replacing Arrington. They like to use him from here when they get inside this 35-yard line. Had reports that got a fly pattern they'd like to use tonight. We'll see if they'd like to use that one here with 11:40. And Smith, give to Smith. Smith maybe a gain of 2, tripped up. Good job that time by number 79 for the Boaz Pirates. Doing a good job getting that right hand out there. Of course, that's good old Michael Ray. And also helping out on that was Howard. 2nd and 8. Nathan, the ball at the Pirate 32-yard line.
11 minutes and 3 seconds remaining as they come up over the ball.
Got 2 men to the right. That's Williams and Bannister. Split backfield. Now, they like to use this when they use those long pass patterns. We'll see. Appears to be a possible stunt by Howard coming in. Indeed, he will. He'll break through, but he's blocked. Nevertheless, makes the tackle, so Howard with a great job defensively. The ball carrier, of course, was Chris Green. That's Chris with a K, if you're wondering. Of course, you probably wasn't wondering, but still made a yard out of that one. Howard that time blocked. A good block thrown, but just couldn't hang on to him as Brandon tried to throw a block, but Howard just fighting through that. 3rd and 7. Thanks to Howard's second effort, he didn't cut the corner. Ball placed at the 30-yard line. We've got 10-18 and counting as they're eating up that clock. To the left, wide left, it's Williams. Bannister. Flanker position. He's in motion. In the backfield, Green and Smith split backs. Fowler dropping back to pass, trying to that left sideline. It was down in the dirt. His man was there wide open on a little slant pattern. His number 44, Marty McDonald, coming out of that backfield.
Just in and out of hands that time. It was a grass ball, kind of. It was more of a golf than football.
That would have been a good pass. Could have been 6, like it was a moment ago. That's the initial touchdown that drove the first score. Of course, last time featuring Kenny. But we've got 4th and 7. And I believe they're going for it, Nathan. So looks like it. Big play here. You got to know Morton's got that secondary ready. This is definitely a passing situation. Kenny to the right, Bannister to the left. Fowler back to pass at his own 40-yard line. Brought down, another sack at the 39-yard line of Boaz.
I think the scoreboard says it was 4th and 8, so they've got him brought down. Turning the ball over to Boaz. This could be crucial for Boaz because they've got good field position. They need to get the ball in the end zone, need to convert the 2-pointer and get 14 on the board. But we'll have to see that to believe it, of course.
1st and 10, Boaz in their own 38-yard line. 9:55, 4th quarter action. They're down by 7. This would be the ideal time to get this ball in the end zone, so to speak. Definitely. They got Sanders wingback formation. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. Scott Wills turns, fakes to Davis. Maybe held on too long. Davis thought he should have handed him that one, but Wills elects to keep it. He's riding him a long time, and that drew some defensive backs back in, but Wills just couldn't quite cut the corner. Called it a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7.
I tell you what, really going to just have to drive it down their throat and just keep moving and going and not try anything different. Go with what works on this I'd like to say a fresh defense because they don't look tired.
That defense certainly doesn't. They got 7 sacks tonight. They a total of 17 on the season, so great job there. Got to be pleased. Pulling in now at the wing-back formation. Fawcett with a good block as Wills rolls to his left, evading would-be tacklers. It's a high fly down the left sideline, incomplete, in and out of his hands. The man was open. The pass was there. Hit him on the knee. Shane Brooks, I believe, the intended ball, the receiver on that one.
What a heartbreaker, Bill. We've got 8:58 remaining, and I guess they'd like to run the clock back on that one and try to change that, but just off of the fingertips and hit him on the knee, I think, and hit the ground.
Brooks, the ball thrown just a little bit behind him, had to turn around and wait up on that one for a little bit. Back to the 42-yard line where the ball is placed in Pirate territory with 3rd and 8. 2 men to the right, Willoughby and Sanders. Davis, Fawcett in the backfield. Wills rolling right to where those 2 men are. He's got his man open, but he couldn't hit him. It's a fumble as the ball was knocked out of his hands. Let's see who's on the bottom of that one. Appears to be possibly an Arab man, but
And they're going to give it to Boaz, Bill.
Nothing doing.
They're going to give it to Boaz as the clock keeps running. With 8:41 remaining, referee's indication that Boaz keeps it. The time still ticking, and that backs them up.
It does indeed call that a loss, so way back, I guess about 15, but Scott Wills looking to Willoughby. Willoughby was open at about the 45-yard line, and a defensive man just come through and knocked that one out of his hand, so couldn't help that.
It's going to be 4th and 21, but they're punting.
All right, indeed they are. With Kenny, the speedster, for Arab standing at his own 42. A good snap, a high punt, very high. Bounces at the Boaz 46, takes a good bounce. It's in Arab territory now, rolling to about the 38-yard line, where Arab will take over when we return. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Arab's got the ball 62 yards away from the end zone, up by 7 with about 7:37 left in the ball game. Of course, Fowler turns, gives to his big man McDonald. McDonald, the tailback, fighting across the 40 out to the 44-yard line. A sweep there to the left.
Another flag on the play, a lot of whistles blowing. As we're trying to see what's going to happen. They're pointing toward Arab, the officials, and talking to some Boaz captains. So this could be against the Knights.
Certainly, penalties have plagued both teams. This is the 6th week of the 1992 season, so you can't blame it on inexperience, I guess we could say. First game jitters as well, because we're in the second half of the season beginning tonight. And Boaz once again placing their undefeated. They have yet to lose. The road has been good to them, as Coach Lil says. The road's been good to us, he says. And of course they've won all of their games on the road. 3-2 record coming in tonight. Both losses at home to Plainview, and of course last week a heartbreaker, a loss 12-7. We would hope. As Fowler, a draw play to McDonald. McDonald brought down in the backfield. He's going to be down at about the 28-yard line as
Dixon on the tackle. Bo Dixon coming on from the defensive end position, I think. That is usually where he is coming from for a good play.
Dixon, well, I guess we could call him with the play of the year, you know, that big interception against Albertville.
That's right.
Ran it back for the score, received it at his own 22-yard line, but he's got a good game going here tonight. Talking about number 88, Bo Dixon, the senior. So this will be his last year. Gonna miss him.
Tell you what, we're gonna be losing a whole lot of seniors. Got a lot of guys coming up to back them up.
21 seniors on this year's 1992 squad. Got 2 men to the right. One of those is Kenny. Apparently a blitz by Howard, but it's straight ahead. The give as he bounced off would-be tacklers. That's number 25, Chris Green, the senior. And looked like the play was going to the right, but instead they counteracted it and gave it to Green, going around the left, called it the ball at the 43-yard line.
Counter play from the backfield as they usually take a step and the whole defense moves, and then they give it the other way.
3rd and 4, ball at the 43-yard line. Arab in their own territory.
That's one of those plays that the offense has to read as well as the defense. The line has to watch, make sure everyone goes the way they're faking.
Absolutely. I formation featuring Green, the fullback, McDonald, the tailback. Give to McDonald, another counteraction there. Brought down by Milam. Good heads up as he was protecting that corner. Forced McDonald to the inside and still was able to make the play himself. So good job there containing that corner. You don't want him on the corner. Don't want him at this situation. The defense has done good the second half, so put them back out on the field. Indeed, they will. McDonald with a punt from his own 35-yard line. Davis awaiting this punt. It bounces at the 20-yard line and will be down there at about the 19, where Boaz will take over with 4:58. You got to imagine this would be the last chance they have, Nathan.
I would say so, Bill, with 4 minutes remaining.
Pirates from their own 19-yard line. Got Morton now in at quarterback. 2 men to the right, 1 to the left. Morton with some good passing stats on the season. He's got plenty of time. Young Morton trying to go around the left side. He's brought down in the backfield, maybe a loss of 2. Good job by Smith coming through to make that tackle as his receivers, Willoughby and Sanders, were well covered that time in the secondary.
hard to tell who made the tackle. There is so many blue jerseys out there. Simply that time a play to the...
He was sacked for 16 as he's looking to his right. Lofts one up, changing directions. A beautiful pass caught by Sanders and what appeared to be a sideline, directed his receiver to head on down the field.
And they'd have dropped the flag on the play right at the foot of the official, as far as I can see.
Must have been a late hit.
I think that's going to be the call. It's hard to see the flag from here. If they've done picked it up, I'm not sure, but...
Like to see that one again. A beautiful pass from Morton to Sanders. Tack it on with the penalty. We've got first down in Arab territory. Wow. The ball was at the Pirate 19 with that play and the penalty. We've got it at the Arab 46-yard line. Howard to the left. Let's watch him this time. Morton. A draw play to Davis. Davis looking for some green grass, needs a block, uses his head and gets about 2 yards. Nevertheless, down at about the 44 of Arab, and Morton that time sticking the ball out there and then pulling it back in and then sticking it back out there again, and Davis got it. Usually on a play like that, you just keep it to your chest.
That's right.
Keep it like a passing, dropping back to pass. But
Bill, 3:42 to go.
Pulling to the left in the backfield, it's Sanders and Willoughby. Rather to the right, flanker and wide receiver. Morton dropping back. His man went too far as Pullen took about one or two steps too many. Morton thought he'd take 5 and halt. He took about 7. So we got a 3rd and 7 situation up and coming with 3:29 on the board. The clock is stopped due to that incomplete pass. You got to worry about this first down. The marker stands tall at the 36-yard line. Boaz with possession at the Arab 43-yard line. Just beautiful weather tonight, Nathan. I'll tell you what.
I tell you, great weather. The wind's not blowing too hard. Of course, we're shielded from it in this press box. But
Howard to the left, to the right, Willoughby and Sanders in the backfield. Davis and Fawcett. 3rd and 7. Scott Wheels. Rather, Morton dropping back. He's at midfield. Being pressured. Run out of the pocket. Throwing a great pass at the 30-yard line. Complete to Willoughby. Inside the 25 down to about the 19. Beautiful job that time as young Morton took around, forced out of the pocket, rolling to his right, threw to his left, and hit Willoughby wide open in the flat.
Bill, he just caught the ball instead of going. He caught it close to the sideline, about 5 yards, and he took up off the middle. He didn't want to go out of bounds. He wanted yardage, and young Willoughby could have broke that.
Good job that time. Maybe one man away from breaking it. They got the ball at the 20-yard line. Call that a 20, about a 15-yard gain as Davis takes the initial hit. Advances about 3 yards more, a total gain of 4. 2nd and 6 up and coming.
Of course, pressure was on young Morton, and he seems to be a better quarterback when he has pressure.
Definitely can throw on the run. He's led this team down here as far as his season is concerned. We'll talk about that in just a moment, as soon as we get that from our statistician. 2:44 left in the ball game. Boaz down by 7. They're at the Arab 15-yard line. Davis straight ahead, maybe a gain of 3 yards as the offensive line really takes over that time, taking over the line of scrimmage. But the key concern here, you got to be knowing that Coach Leal's thinking we've got it down here inside the 20. This is where we have our problem. This is our big problem, scoring from here.
Clock is ticking with 2:22 remaining. They need to get it in.
As far as Morton is concerned, he comes in here with a good average of 119 yards coming in tonight, total passing on the season. 1 passing touchdown, 40 yards, his biggest game. He's beating that tonight, I believe he would be, as Davis takes the ball straight ahead, stacked up at the line. It was 3rd and short. Maybe a gain of 1 is going to call it. Maybe they're going to use the chains, or they go ahead. First down. They give it to him. First down from the 9-yard line. So it's 1st and goal. Got 4 plays from here. What do you do, Nathan? You're Coach Leal. What do you call?
I tell you what, take it in the plays that have worked. Short yardage pass, up the middle, around the end, nothing fancy.
Howard to the right, Willoughby, Sanders to the left, pitch to Davis, a sweep to the left, he cuts it back up inside the 5, close to the 5-yard line. Good job that time as McDonald came from nowhere to trip him up. And so we've got basically 3 plays from here, 2nd and goal. The goal from the 5-yard line, 1:33 left in the ball game. The Pirates down by 7. Got that goal line D coming in now for the Arabian Knights. Boy, we've got a good one. Pulling to the left, Willoughby. Sanders to the right. And somebody calls timeout.
Somebody got nervous.
We'll call timeout as well. Don't touch that down. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Got second and goal from the 5 here. You just joined us. Homecoming 1992 in Arab, Alabama. Your score, Arab 13, the Pirates 6. Of course, they're on top down by 7, rather, speaking of Boaz. If they were to score here, they could go for 2, or they could send it into overtime. Of course, as we all know, high school overtime consists of both teams getting the ball at the 10-yard line, getting 4 plays to see what they can do from there. So Boaz, last time they went into overtime, I believe, was against Glencoe a long time ago, about 3 or 4 years ago. As Davis takes the ball inside the 5, maybe a gain of 1. We've got a 3rd and goal from about the 4, depending on the spots. Of course, don't need to worry about that tiebreaker right now, who they said has been stated he needs experience. And of course he does. The young man's a 10th grader. He's 16 years old.
That's right.
15 years old. Maybe not even old enough to drive. It's the same case for Boaz. If they got Dixon, he's a sophomore. So these two young men coming in here, their first game, the first season rather, of varsity. Speaks for itself. Willoughby, Sanders to the left. Davis in motion. Young Morton drops back. Throwing. Touchdown. Give him 6 big ones. Touchdown. Michael Howard. Little slant pattern. Well-executed offensive play from Morton to Howard. Morton has come in here and drove this team, which initially started from the 19-yard line. 9-play drive. Wow.
1:04 remaining. What can you say, Bill? Right on target without passing the numbers, and it hit him, and he had it. He was in the end zone when he caught the ball, and what do you do now? Go for it or tie it up?
I tell you what, either go for 2 and take the 1-point advantage. Of course, if you were to miss that, that would put you a point under, definitely deciding the ball game. But it appears they're going to put the foot of young Dixon in and see what he can do with it for this PAT attempt. We'll get his numbers for you. Nathan, on the season, Bill Dixon has he is 5 out of 8 as far as PAT attempts are concerned.
This is down to the wire. Nervous ball game, as we were saying earlier. I told you I didn't like those ties. Now here we go to tie it again. What are they trying to do to me?
All right, Coach Leo walking off the field. Confidence in this young man. It's all up to him from here. Of course, a week ago we witnessed Florida State coming up short against Miami, which decided a big contest. This could decide the 1992 county championship. The kick is up. It's dropped. The kick is dropped.
Tell you what, Bill, there's nothing we can actually say at the moment. Arab crowd really hooping it up. Score 13-12 still. Arab leading on the block.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. www.pibonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340.
Natural gas appliances from your Marshall County Gas District gives your home the clean, comfortable feel of natural gas. And you can get great rebates on brand new natural gas appliances. Gas furnace, a $1,000 rebate. Tankless water heaters, $300. Clothes dryer or gas lights, $200. Cooktop range, $100. Plus $50 back on lights, grill, logs, and wall heaters. Call your Marshall County Gas office for more details. With locations in Arab, Albertville, and Guntersville. Or call toll free at 1-800-552-1382.
Natural gas.
A lot of time to score some points as well. Certainly an onside kick would be due here. Got the good hands, man, if you notice in there on the field, and some of those receivers standing at the 50-yard line. Davis comes on with the kick. It's the onside kick. Needs to get 10 yards. Did it touch a Boaz player? I believe he's throwing the marker down, and he's going to call it. It did indeed. Boaz, I think, recovered, but like I said, he touched the player before it went the initial 10 yards, before it becomes a live ball. It went 5, and it touched the Pirate defender. Special teams member, rather. So Arab has the ball at the Pirate 45-yard line with 58 seconds to dispose of.
Grab takes over.
Positive key for the Pirates. They've got about 7 sacks tonight on our last report, as McDonald taking the cheap shot there on Fawcett. Boaz would at least be, at the worst, be tied for this Marshall County crown.
From this Arab night. Had a block down at the end. Of course, Boaz blocking a PAT attempt on the first score of the game and the last play of the first quarter.
Shane Fowler played all 4 quarters tonight. He drops back, goes down to one knee, which touches the grass at the Arab 47-yard line. Got 14 seconds and counting remaining in the ball game. As the Gatorade is being poured now on the head coach. 7 seconds still remain on the scoreboard. Arab 13, Boaz 12. It's Pirate defense and offense, definitely nothing to be ashamed of, and that'll be it. But you know, that's on their mind, but they played a good game here tonight. The clock shows 3 zeros. Boaz advances to 3-3 on the season. This Class 6A, 5A matchup. Final score, speaking on behalf of myself, Bill Seckbach, and Nathan Markley, your score, Arab 13,
Boaz 12.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's Community Channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of Community Channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
With gas prices and inflation at an all-time high, Alexander Ford understands it's tough out there. We do not want to be just some dealership, we want to be your dealership. For all your sales, parts, and service needs, we believe we can save you money. We have new inventory on the way, a fully stocked parts department, and an award-winning service department.
Alexander Ford has been family owned and operated for over 50 years in Boaz. We want to be a part of your family.
Visit Boaz Discount Drugs and Johnson Hallmark in their new location just up the street on the corner of Highway 168 and Elizabeth Street in Boaz. Same helpful, friendly service with personal attention to each prescription. Boaz Discount Drugs is your prescription compounding specialist with custom medications to fit your needs. And Johnson's Hallmark is your source for all occasion cards and gift items.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more, from large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab, as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
Hello everyone. With this video, we're going to talk about buyers and what buyers can expect with the upcoming changes on August 17th. On August 17th and thereafter, a buyer compensation agreement will need to be completed by their agent or their realtor before looking at the very first house. So for buyers, this may be a little intimidating, and you may say, well, wait a minute, am I going to have to pay them right then, right at that moment, and do that up front? No, you're not, unless that's something that realtor, that agent has agreed to, or they've made that part of their practice, that they're just doing a flat fee. In that case, yeah, they're charging you a flat fee to show you, and then there may not be anything charged after that. What I see happening is most folks will enter into a percentage of the sale or percentage of the closed sale agreement that an agent, much like we do on the list side, will work with someone until that person finds a deal that works for them, that finds that perfect house, that negotiates with the seller, gets the terms that they need. Then they will be compensated on the close of sale at whatever percentage that they agreed to. I think most deals will probably be structured like that between buyers and their buyer's agent or buyer realtor. But there may be some folks out there that say, hey, we can save you money if you want to go ahead and commit to paying a flat fee, pay it up front. There's no other charges. The only issue with that is if you don't buy a home, then you're obligated to that fee. You've already paid it, and they've collected their earnings. I do think that there'll be some sellers that will offer compensation to buyers agents, and I think there'll be some that won't. And that's going to be up to your realtor or your agent to find out if there's a compensation offered and share that with you, so that you can ask for it when you present an offer to the seller to say, hey, do you mind, just like asking for closing cost, you mind paying my closing cost? Do you mind paying my agent? And your agent can structure that into the offer, and the seller can compensate your agent that way versus you having to pay them directly. There may be some sellers that don't offer compensation, and your agent may ask that agent that has it listed, hey, does your seller have that offered? And if they say no, you may think, well, gosh, then that's it. It's over. I'm going to have to pay my agent directly. Well, not necessarily. In sales and in negotiating deals, our philosophy is it never hurts to ask. So even though they may not be offering compensation, if your offer of sales price, results in the net that seller is looking for, they may be willing to compensate your agent in that scenario. So I wouldn't always just say that if they're saying it's not offered. In the state of Alabama, they're required to review your offer that you take to them, submit it in there and see what happens. Now, what you need to keep in mind on the buyer side, it is a little scary with this change that you're sitting down with an agreement before you look at the first house, and you're committing to pay maybe a percentage, and you don't know what that final price will be, and you may not necessarily have those funds in your account to pay your agent, and you don't have to have those funds in your account to pay your agent at that time. If you structure your showing agreement with your agent to where it is a percentage of a closed sale, then you're not going to pay them unless that deal closes, unless you actually buy a house. So the scary parts that everybody's been, hearing on the news that, buyers are going to be obligated, buyers are going to be, putting more money out there. Well, that's still your choice as to whether or not you want to do that. I would suggest always working, me personally, with someone based on a percentage of the closed sale, unless you can benefit from the flat fee. But more times than not, I think it'll be beneficial to the buyer to negotiate with an agent on a percentage and do that on a closed sale. And if it doesn't close, then you're not obligated for anything. That, I feel, is the best way for a buyer to approach these new changes. As always, we want to thank our customers for the opportunities that you've given us, and we want to thank you for taking time to watch this video today.
Save big, sell bigger. Now list your home for 2% with RE/MAX Guntersville and RE/MAX Heritage in Arab, as they've embraced the new changes in real estate. Call the number on the screen to talk with an agent to find out how you can now keep more of what's yours by listing your home for 2%. Discover the difference with RE/MAX, one of the most trusted names in real estate, where you know you're always getting quality service. Make that call today to start your 2% listing, where you'll keep more of what's yours and save big, sell bigger.
Hello, I'm Dylan Battles with Twilight Monument Company here in Boaz. We have one of the largest selections on Sand Mountain. I invite you to come by and see my papa, Jerry Battles, at Twilight Monument Company. Give us a call at 256-593-7792.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.